Hey you guys, I'm here today to do a video for you, but let me tell you this before I begin. I had planned on doing the next video and it was going to be themed with healing, energy, and attunement, things of that nature. And I promise that is going to be my next video, but like so many other times when I get ready to make a new video, I always meditate, and I already had this thought rolling around in my head because my dear sweet twin flame put it there like he does all the time. He, what I say, plants seeds in my mind, and he does this intentionally, and he does it with good intentions, of course, but what he does is he always gives me these ideas, and I can't help but to think about these thoughts and these, topics and these themes that he presents me with, and before I know it, I've kind of seen his point of view, I guess you could say. And there's nothing wrong with having someone that tries to edge you on in a positive light, someone that tries to feed your creativity, and someone who encourages your works and your likes and things like that, because in a really true bonded and connected relationship between two people, I believe that's how it should be. You should encourage each other. You should, educate each other. You should always, be that person's cheerleader, so to say. If they have an idea, if they're drawn to do a certain thing, and you truly can see the good in that thing, you can see that that thing that they are interested in doing is something that's going to promote happiness, that's going to promote love, positivity, creativity, all of those, good, positive emotions and traits. You should be there in their corner cheering them on. You should be, giving them ideas. And I truly believe that when you're with someone, that you're supposed to be with them to the fullest. You're supposed to help them not only follow their dreams but achieve their dreams. And I must say, hats off to my flame, because he truly does that. He always has my back, and he always encourages me in a positive way. And when I get in my moments of, you know, despair, and I feel like I'm just, not gonna be able to pull through, he reaches his hand out, and he doesn't ask. He tells me, here, take my hand and come on, get up. We're not going to do this. This is what we're going to do. And that whole little thought, that I just had, and I just had to share that with you guys, is random, just a random thought I had. But, that's what my channel is about, is sharing and growing. And, that's just something that I wanted to share with you guys. That's something that makes me happy, that encourages me. And I feel like, possibly you could get something out of that. If you're searching for your special someone, or if you're in a relationship and you don't see those types of traits from your, partner, maybe that should be a wake-up call. Maybe you should open your eyes a bit wider and step back and look at the bigger picture, because when you're with someone and you love them, you encourage them, you push them, you are there for them, when they need you, but you're not there to do it for them. You want them to be strong, you want them to be independent. But that's the thing, you want all of these things for your partner, but you have to let them go out there and make it happen. But you're there on the sidelines just in case. And like I said, that has nothing to do with this, but sometimes these thoughts just pop in my head and I have to share them with you guys. And I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to tell my bossy other half that I'm doing the stinking video. Are you happy? But moving on, before we go any further and I get sidetracked anymore, let's cleanse our space. And it was one of those jumbo incense that I had, but it's been burning all morning because I lit it before I meditated, and I've just let it burn throughout. But it's lavender, and I think that lavender will suit our theme just fine. And I'm fixing to go ahead and spit out our theme, but I was planning on doing the energy healing video and attunement, but like I said, I got pushed in another direction, and it happens. Life happens, and sometimes things go in other directions for a reason. So maybe this just wasn't the right time for the energy healing video. And besides, I think I may have mentioned it during my last video, but I really wanted to do my video on energy healing outdoors. And this is going into a week straight, yes, you heard me, a week straight of rain. So I'm stuck indoors again, so maybe this theme will be a good one for today. But the theme I have today is merely the theme of offerings, but there's a spin on it. We do present offerings to the goddess, to deities, to our ancestors, to our spirit guides. We present offerings to all of these others. But today, we're going to present an offering to ourselves. And let me explain a little bit as I get into it. This is some rose petal oil that I made up some time ago, and it's in a bottle with a roller ball, and I'm just simply gonna roll some into the palm of my hand and anoint my hands with this oil. And this is a love oil, and I think that this will go along perfectly with our video on offerings, but offerings to ourselves, because let me tell you, we all have a God or goddess within us. There is a stronger force that lives deep within us. We don't always call on this force. We don't always invoke this force, but it's there. And, when we need it, it steps out when we're afraid, when we're, sad, when we're pushed in a corner, when someone is messing with us and, we're not quite sure what we should do to handle that situation. That's when our inner God or goddess, steps into play. And, if you stop and you think about it, we were fashioned in the eyes of the goddess. We were made, we were created in her likeness. We may not have her powers, we may not have her knowledge, we may not have her source of energy, but we do resemble her. We look like her in appearance. But not only that, we do have a deeper, more spiritual kinship to her. We have her mannerisms. We have her thought process. There is a lot in us, of us, that favors the goddess and the god. And like I said, they are a higher power, and we're human, so we'll never ever be godlike or goddess-like, but we do favor them. And with that being said, when we give gratitude, what we are doing is simply showing our appreciation to a deity, to a goddess or a god. And more than likely, we are showing gratitude for the love that they give us, for the blessings that they give us. They can be physical blessings, they can be spiritual blessings, they can be emotional blessings. We get so much from the god and the goddess, and it's in so many different forms, but we've got to remember that we can't just accept these gifts and give nothing back, because think about it. When you put your heart and your soul into a gift for someone and you give it to them, and you see that smile on their face, and you know deep down in your heart that they appreciate your gift and that they love your gift and they admire your gift, they're going to use your gift, it means something to them, that makes you feel good. And if you put this time and energy into making or picking out, when you go shopping or whatever the case may be, if you put your time, your energy, and especially your love into getting a gift for someone, and you present it to them, and they just, it's no big deal to them. They have no appreciation for your actions. They show no gratitude. They are not thankful. It's just like, okay, thanks. I mean, that's going to make you feel really lousy if you think about it. And everyone wants to be appreciated, because when you are appreciated, that goes along the lines of showing someone that you care and you love them. And we all want to be loved. We all need to be loved. And sometimes we don't get the love that we desire. Sometimes we don't get the gratitude that we desire from others. But you know what? That's okay, because there's one person that will always, always love you, and that one person will always, always appreciate you. And you know who that one person is. And that one person is you. For myself, it's me, and for you, it's you. So, our theme today is giving gratitude, presenting an offering to ourselves. And as silly as it may sound, it has a big, profound purpose. And it's something that, if we do this, is something that will make us feel so much better. It will lift our spirits. It will energize our bodies, our minds, our spirits. It'll make us a better us. Just this one little action that we're getting ready to do will make us feel 100 times better. It will make us see things in a different light. It will make us feel things that we may have felt in a negative way. And, negativity serves no purpose in our lives, no purpose whatsoever. Negativity only hurts you. It only, you know, comes along and it brings you down and it causes upset and misery and chaos. And if you're not careful, negativity can and will destroy you. And, what a waste. The goddess created you. She created you out of love. She created you out of her likeness. And she had a reason behind it. We might not know the reason. We may not, see the reason. We may not even believe that there's a reason. But I'm telling you, I promise you, there is a reason. We all have a calling. We all have a path that we're supposed to follow in life. And we may not be a famous person, we may not be a model, a rock star, or anything of that nature, but we do have a reason. We may be here to teach someone something. We may be here to show someone something, to share our gift with the world, whatever it may be. And to you, your purpose may seem like such a small and, useless gift, but no gift is useless. No gift is a waste. We all have gifts, and we just have to, we have to, find the balance in our life. We have to ground. We have to connect with the goddess. We have to dig deep within us, and peel back the layers until we get down to the core. And then we will realize what our purpose is, what our calling is. And that in itself is enough to be thankful for. But not only that, we're here, we're alive, we exist. We have awoken to see another day, and that is enough to be thankful for. And, we have a future. There's another day that we're going to be here, and in that new day, we will realize what it is we need to do. We will begin to understand, what our calling is, and in realizing our calling and our purpose, that in itself will also help us to evolve. And as you know, when you evolve, you're changing for the better. Each and every day you're changing for the better. So, just as you would prepare an offering for your deity, that is what we're going to do. We're going to prepare an offering for ourselves. And the ingredients of the offering aren't what is as important as the actions that come along with it. And I have what I call my offering plate, and I use it all the time. And what I have in it is my items, and they are, I've got some wild herbs that I picked last summer, and I dried them out. And I simply put them in a paper bag, and I hung them on a hanger in my closet, and I just let them dry naturally, slowly. But I have them, and depending on what direction you want your offering to go in is, the type of ingredients you can use. As you know, if you want it to go in the direction of love, you would probably use some cinnamon, some rose petals. If you want your offering to go in the direction of financial assistance, abundance, money. You may add catnip, you may add mint, you may add an actual piece of money, a paper money, a dollar bill, or, if you don't have any bills, use your change, use coins, use any stones that are green, any stone, it doesn't have to be a set stone for finances. It can be any stone, and I do want to add this: when you don't have the exact ingredients that you need, for instance, you need a piece of green aventurine. Okay, you don't have that, so you can always replace any stone with clear quartz. The same goes for your candles. If you don't have a green candle or a red candle, depending on what you're trying to, accomplish, you can always use a white candle. It's your intention, place your intention within that object, within those ingredients. Intention, intention, intention. Intention is key. I can't say it enough, you guys. But if your direction for your offering is of nature, you may simply just go pick some flowers from outside. The dog's howling. I told you guys it's raining, and he's a big dog. He has to stay outside. He would demolish my little house. But and I hope you can deal with his howling. I apologize. But if your direction for your offering is of nature, you don't have to use a specific item. You can just simply go outside and pick some flowers that call to you. If you see a stone on the ground and it just calls to you, pick it up. If you want to just snap a few leaves off of a particular tree, excuse me, or bush, do that. If you want to pick up a few acorns, do that. If you want to simply, pick up a pine cone, anything that is of nature, do that and incorporate that into your offering. And for instance, I have some seashells, and for me, the seashells signify a happy time in my life when I went to the beach. And seashells also have properties to encourage love and protection, and they're also for good luck. So you could add seashells to any offering plate, no matter what direction you are going in. If you have no set direction that you want to go in, you just want to offer yourself love, if you just want to offer yourself, acknowledgement, you don't even have to have an offering plate. I just choose to use one because it makes it easier for me. I place my ingredients, my items in my plate, and I have a piece of moonstone, and this was one of the first stones I ever purchased for myself, and it has a very strong tie to myself. And not only that, I've worked with it many, many times, and it's all beat up, it's cracked, it's chipped, but it makes no difference to me because the intention is there. I also have a little piece of rose quartz, and it simply is on my offering plate because it signifies love, and it signifies self-love, and self-love is so, so very important because, like I've told you, if you can't love yourself, you can't love others. And the key to happiness is finding love, and you must first find love within you. So that's my rose quartz. And my big star piece on my offering plate is this snowy quartz. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know why I chose it. As I was, looking through my stones and I was trying to pick up the energy, I picked this up and I looked at it and I placed it to my third eye, and then I placed it to my heart. And when I placed it to my heart, I knew I needed to work with this. I still don't know why, but I was drawn to it. And to me, that is the goddess, pushing me ever so lightly in that direction. And when she does, I suggest that you follow, because, she has your best interest at hand. And, I have other seashells. I'm big on seashells. I love seashells. And I have all these herbs. I have some wild lavender, some wild mint. I have some mugwort. I have some dandelions. And dandelions aren't just weeds. Dandelions are a beneficial herb. Please don't just cut them down in the summer and discard them like they're a weed, because they are not. And I have that, and I'm going to set my offering plate over here. And then I have a piece of paper that I cut in the shape of a heart, and I simply wrote my name on it, well, my pen name, Southern Moonshine. And then down here at the bottom, I guess you could say this is some type of homemade sigil, but these are just some symbols that I felt drawn to, and I drew them, and I just kind of made them, in a line, I guess, in a sigil, and the circle around them for me signifies unity, that all of these things make up who I am. All of these things can help me to find the path I need to be on, and to do so in a positive light, to be happy, to be the best me. And I'm thankful to myself that I finally see that. I'm thankful that I finally have learned to love myself. So I'm going to fold this up, and I'm going to include it on my offering plate. And I'm going to go ahead and warn you that my time is getting very, very close to the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I'm going to immediately pick it back up, because in the beginning I got a little sidetracked. I apologize, and there's just a bit more that I want to share with you guys about preparing and putting in place an offering to yourself. So bear with me, and I will be back.